Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm just going to be giving a quick update on the block of flats in Middlesbrough that I was working on. So if you haven't seen the video, do check it out. It's my last video that I posted on my YouTube channel where I spoke about the Middlesbrough flats falling through. So this is a deal that I was working on since March, and on Monday, the seller withdrew. So just to give a quick update on what happened was, I was working on the block of 2 flats and it was going pretty well up until a few weeks ago. Now, the process took longer than I had envisioned because of different lenders and lenders taking ages to actually get the valuation report done and everything like that. But 2 weeks ago, we were in a really good place. We were just waiting on searches to come back. And then after that, pretty much, we were ready to actually set a date for exchange and completion. But 2 weeks ago, the seller decided to let me know that he had a higher offer and then started asking me to complete within 7 working days. And then he asked me to up my offer. And then he also asked me to pay for his fees as well. Everything that I refused. And then on Monday, he withdrew. So since then, there's been a few things that have happened. So I mentioned on my last video that on Tuesday, he had requested that I actually sell him my searches, which I refused. And then on Friday, I actually got a call from the estate agents. And the estate agents advised me that the seller was now actually okay with me buying his property. Can you believe that? So he mentioned that if I was able to complete by next week, he'd be happy for me to actually pay exactly what I offered him in March without paying for any fees. To which I said, hell no. I actually went up to Middlesbrough last weekend, and in that visit, I actually spoke to the estate agents, and I mentioned to the lady that if this seller actually withdrew, then my offer would not be on the table anymore. And I was serious about what I said. So for me, yes, I lost a little bit of money on the deal, but actually making sure I stand on my word, that I'm moving with integrity and self-respect is so important to me. For me, if I'm buying a property from someone, I want to make sure that 2 parties are happy. I'm happy as a buyer and they're happy as a seller. But if they're actually playing games and doing what this seller done, then at that point, I don't want to do business with you. You can't now withdraw your offer. And then because things have not worked out in your favor, now you want to come back. I was here before. I was going to purchase your property from you, but you want to play games. You want to get a little bit more money from me. And where it didn't work and this higher offer didn't actually transpire in the way that you thought it was going to transpire, now you want to come back. And it only took my guy 4 days. Monday withdrawing, Friday asking me if I could come back on board. No. For me, I'd rather lose a bit of money, but still have my dignity and self-respect. So that's what happened. The seller actually came back. He first tried to come calling back on Tuesday, asking me for my searches. And then on Friday, he actually thought that he could just pull me back into the deal and I'd be okay with it. That's not how it works. You can't go around messing people about and they're still thinking that those people are going to be on board with whatever plans you've got. It does not work like that. For me, I'm very happy walking away from this deal. I've walked away with my head held high, and I know for a fact I'm going to find a better deal. I've mentioned it previously on my YouTube channel. Something similar has happened to me before. I had a block of 4 flats in Doncaster, fall through. And that fell through, and then I was able to find a block of 4 flats in Halifax, which we completed on last year. So I know for a fact the next deal I'm going to find and the next deal I'm going to complete on will be a better deal. So that's the update. The seller actually came back and thought that we could actually just smooth things over and complete the deal. No, you decided to withdraw, and because you decided to withdraw, then I've withdrawn as well, and I'm not going to put my offer on the table. Now, what I have had is some people actually come to me and say, oh, Nebi, why don't you provide a lower offer to the seller? For me, that doesn't work. I don't want to do business with him. That's it, simple like that. He tried to muck me about, and for me, I don't want to do business with someone that would be willing to do something like that to me. Because God knows what I could now find once I complete on the property, and there might be things with the property that I wasn't aware of. It's always best to deal with people that are also moving with integrity as well. So I have no qualms. Even if they offered it to me for £10,000-20,000 less, I don't want it. I don't want to deal with that seller. We were actually working very well to actually get into exchange and completion, and when it got close, he thought he could rattle me. And he messed with the wrong guy. So that's why in this property game, it's always best to move with integrity, respect yourself, and everything will fall in place when it should do. So if you enjoyed this short video, do give it a like. And if you found value from this video or any other video on this channel, then do subscribe as well. And until next time, happy investing.